Hello, and welcome to Powerful Places Podcasts. I'm your host, Gary White. Today, Ferran Blasco demonstrates practices you can do to enhance your experience of powerful places. This is part one of a series of 3 podcasts and deals with becoming awake and aware.
So, buenos días. Good morning. In addition to the talk we had the other day about how to relate to sacred places and these things, I like to show a couple of very simple techniques or exercises or practices, whatever you want to call it, that will enhance maybe our experience when we go to some of these sites. The first thing is always we set the motivation, so always one starts with a motivation. And the motivation, very simply, it's nice just to bring the attention to the heart. And a way we do that sometimes is just folding our hands and leaving some space in the center of the hand. And if one observes a mass or some type of priests, they will lock the fingers, okay? But we don't lock the fingers, we just unlock the fingers, okay? So the universe resides in our heart, and the universe and our heart are together. So this is our gesture here, okay? We bring our heart to the universe and the universe to our heart, okay? That's a way to put it. Okay? So and then we just activate a very simple motivation of whatever happens, be of great goodness and of great reach, not only for us, so it reaches out to our consciousness, but also great reach to many beings. Okay? So we are thinking about going to this site. So we decide that this that we're going to do, whatever it is, even if it's just going to have a picnic, then it's going to have a nice imprint. Okay? As human beings, always wherever we go, we leave an imprint. Our consciousness leaves imprints, our physical body leaves imprints, we leave things behind. Okay? So since we're going to leave something behind for sure, may it be of great benefit to others who come, and may it be of something that honors whomever did that place. Okay? So we activate this nice motivation. And then the first technique, which is not a technique in itself, is just like becoming aware of being alive. We want to go to sacred places, to experience things. So the first sacred place that we have to come is actually the most sacred place is the now. Yeah? There's no really other sacred place. It's the now. So we want to become aware and awake. So the first thing we do is just whatever we are, we can do this sitting at a chair, we can do this at a subway, we can do this standing on a line somewhere. Just inhale. Feel that breath that brings us the very life that keeps us alive. And with it, we just realize we are alive. It's so simple. In that process, we're going to do this shortened so the video is not too long. But in that process, you could spend many minutes doing this. Basically, you could spend your whole life doing this. You just bring the attention to encounter itself in the present moment. That's becoming aware. And in that becoming aware, we start by activating the second part of the process of developing more sensitivity for when we go to sacred sites, which is starting to remove those obstacles that stop vital force from really like flowing very smoothly through the body. Okay, we all have we call them blockages. It's not like full blockages. We all have like areas that are more tense or where trauma has been accumulated. Okay. So as we start breathing, inhaling, exhaling, and we start becoming aware of being present in the present, we also start becoming aware maybe of some difficulties or some areas that are like the breath doesn't reach so well. So here we start like the beginning of the process of becoming also awake by bringing very simply attention. This is nothing fancy, okay? It's just like by bringing the attention to those areas, okay, with a very gentle and soft smile. We start bringing the attention to the whole body, from the crown, softening the face, softening the shoulders, softening the jaw, the neck, softening the chest, softening the back, the low back, the abdomen, the hips, softening the legs, softening the knees, the calves, the feet. And everybody will have a different sequence of events, but in general the sequence of events is also common for everybody. It's like we feel that at the beginning we breathe, we encounter ourselves here, now. And then we start seeing that our physical body has some aliveness to it. It's the vital force that gives life to the body, that wants to flow. And whatever it cannot flow so well, it will just generate a sensation of some tension. Okay? This is very important because later if we're going to go to sacred sites, we're going to go to a sacred site. This is very important for the day-to-day period, you know? But also if one wants to go later to a sacred site, to really gather that experience that the site can unfold for us, the smoother vital force is flowing inside, the easier it will be. So we become aware, and then in the process of recognizing the physical body, we start becoming awake. The first aspect, we become awake, and this is all still part of this first exercise, we can call it. And the first aspect, we become aware. Awake is we become awake in the physical body. We inhabit this body. Okay? So we can just take a moment and feel the physical body. This is very important because later when we go to a site and we want to maybe feel there's a water here, there's a fault here, there's a cosmotelluric chimney here, whatever. You know? The body has to be very well equalized, so you are able to sense the changes in the body. So if there's tightness, that won't happen or won't happen so smoothly. So we sense the body, we become not only aware, but we start becoming awake. Our consciousness becomes aware of itself through the physical sensation, and immediately after the physical sensation, we realize that there's this kind of very, very soft vibration that surrounds all the tissues. Okay? So without any more mystery, we could call that the energy body. Okay? Energy is that thing that makes the physical body be alive and vibrate. Okay? We call it chi, we call it prana, we also call it breath. So we inhale, we feel the breath, we feel that chi, that prana, that vital force, and we exhale. What remains is that tingling sensation. And what we want to do is we want to start getting that tingling sensation, help us be every time more and more awake. Okay? So we can do two or three more breaths. And the purpose is just to let the attention, the mind, our perception be very, very conscious of being here, now. There's really not going to be any use of going to any labyrinth in any beautiful cathedral if the mind is somewhere else. Better save the trip. And if the mind is very in the place, then you might choose or not choose to go to the labyrinth. You might not even need to. So And then when you go, it's just out of pure joy. You can know because you have any expectations. So really the first practice is to become aware of the present, become aware of oneself in the present, and let that to spark that sensation of wakefulness that makes all expectations kind of silly. We look at ourselves and say, oh man, I had all these expectations that this place is going to do all these things for me, and I just done it for myself, So now I can just enjoy it without any expectations. Okay? So that's basically the first exercise that can be done anywhere. I'll repeat. Just we become aware that we are here and we are now by inhaling and sensing the body, and exhaling and sensing this sense of vitality. Most people will sense it as very subtle vibration. It's literally vibration, like when we strum or we play a guitar. Like there's something, there's a sound, but there's also a sensation if one puts the finger very close to the string or is playing a sitar or any instrument. Okay. So if we let the attention mingle with that sensation of that vital force, the mind becomes very steady. This is nothing fancy. You don't need to read any books to do this. You don't need to attend any seminars, just to be yourself.
Go to www.powerfulplaces.com and www.powerfulplaces.info to learn more about the Powerful Places Guidebook series.